Hi everyone, this is me, OEV, Octavia here. Today, finally doing a really good video on how to make homemade almond milk. And these are all the ingredients that I'm going to use. And guess what? It is only 1, 2, 3, 4 ingredients. That's it. All right. So I've done this before, but the previous video was not that good. I had to do it in 2 parts and I didn't have my husband, but he's here now. So he can help me. So he can help me do this. And let's get started. And hey y'all. I've been doing a lot of things where y'all can't see me because like my life is so busy that I don't have time to be presentable. But let me tell you all what we have here today and what we're going to use. These are my soaked almonds. I soaked these last night before going to bed, so they're ready. We're going to use medjool dates. All right, I got 6 of them. And we're going to use, I use 3 to 3.5 cups of water. The original recipe calls for 4 cups, but I like my almond milk to be just a tiny bit thicker than what you would have at 4 cups. We're going to use a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And that's it, y'all. By the way, this is 1 cup of almonds that's been soaked. Y'all, these are so big. These are the biggest almonds I've ever. Look, I want to show y'all how big these almonds are. They are the biggest almonds I've ever had. Is that my hair? Yeah. Look at that. This should do really, really good. Normally my almonds are not this big. I got these from Sam's Club, a 3-pound bag for like $11. So 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, a cup of almonds that's been soaked at least 6, 8 hours, 12 even, 6 medjool dates, and 3 to 3.5 cups of water. I do not do 4. You're gonna need a nut milk bag. You can also use a cheesecloth. Y'all, I have both. Here's the cheesecloth that I have. But this has been in here for so long. I have not used this because it's very messy to use. When I say messy, that means it's hard to clean. This is much easier to use, a nut milk bag or a paint strainer. This was $2. I think it was $2.38 at Lowe's, okay? This is what it looks like. Let's look. It strains paint, so imagine how good it is to strain milk. You just, you know, rinse it out really good before you get started. And I'm serious, the nut milk bag and paint strainer are made out of the exact same thing. Yet, the nut milk bag is like $7 to $21. And this is $2.30. And 2 came in this bag. I'm going to use the new one today. The other one, I just didn't wash it in time for doing this video. So you can use cheesecloth, nut milk bag. I've heard someone even use pantyhose, as long as they're clean now. All right, and I've heard people using a pillowcase. So I'm big about using what you have. All right, so the first thing, let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're gonna do is this strainer is here only to strain the almonds. Very, very simple. I'm just gonna pour my almonds out just to get all of the water out that I soaked them in. And that's it. Excuse me, y'all. Oh my God, okay.
Bless you.
Thank you. All right. Now, what you all will see here, we finally got the Blendtec Blender. And I'm going to be doing a video to show y'all more about that. But we chose between the Blendtec. We had the choice between the Blendtec and the Vitamix. And both are exceptional blenders. And this is the one that my husband wanted. I actually wanted the Vitamix. But in the end, this one was cheaper. And they do the same thing. And especially if you can get a tamper for your Blendtec, it works just like, I mean, it works as good as, if not better, than a Vitamix. And I'm not gonna get into which one's better. They're both good. You cannot go wrong with buying either one. This has the digital thing. And like I said, I'm gonna get into all this at another time because most of the stuff is preset, unlike the Vitamix, but you know, anyway, both are good blenders. We're not gonna get into all that. So we're gonna talk about almond milk. Now, I used to make this in our Ninja blender, which will be given away. And it did okay, all right? It wasn't bad. And it is loud. Both of them are loud. But here we go. What you do is you put your almonds in, and then you put your water in. Now, normally with Blendtec, they like for you to put the liquids in first, but this is okay. All right, so that was my 2 cups. I gotta get another cup or cup and a half. I think I'm just gonna leave it at 1 cup today. A little over. Okay. Normally you do 4 cups, okay? But I don't do 4 cups just because I like it just a tiny bit thicker. All right. And this is what I didn't used to do before. I didn't blend everything up first. So that's what we're gonna do now. My other video, I said you just put everything in the blender and blend. And this may be the reason why the almond milk is so good now. So here we go. I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna choose whole juice and grab your ears because this might be really, really loud. And we may just edit that part out, but at least we'll let you see how it blends first. All right, that's done. That's as simple as can be with the Blendtec. You just do it. It's preset with the Vitamix. If you have that, or if you have another blender, I'm not sure how powerful your blender is. Just depends on what it is. But if whatever your blender is, you want to make sure that you put your almonds and your measurements of water in it first and blend it up, you know, so it can chop it up. Listen, I thought this was gonna be louder, but it wasn't as loud. And let me tell you why. The longer your almonds soak, the better it will blend, you know what I mean? Because they're a little bit softer than what they would be. I'm telling y'all, when you put almonds in that have not been soaked, they're loud. It almost sounds like it's gonna break your blender. That's how loud they are. And I've done it in the NutriBullet, the Ninja, as well as the Blendtec. So they do sound loud. Okay, the next step is we're gonna strain the milk. See, this is different than my previous video. You can still do what I was saying in the previous video if you want to, but this has a little extra steps in there, but the milk tastes better. Okay, so I'm gonna rinse out my nut milk bag or my paint strainer bag. All right, now, all right, you just take it, find something tall enough for it to fit in, which I use this picture. And now I have free hands to do it, so I won't have to put the camera down or anything. Okay. All right, nice and frothy. That's how you want it to be. You want it to be kind of frothy up there, bubbling a little bit. That means it really blended up like it's supposed to. So I'm gonna pour it in here. And do you know you can drink this milk without straining it? Or as soon as you're done straining it, you can drink it. You do not have to put a sweetener in it. But I like mine to have strainer in it. I like it to be strained rather. And I like it to be sweetened. So I hope I don't mess up again. Okay, here we go. So now I'm gonna strain. This is the longest part of this process, is straining. So you're gonna let it strain in there and then you're gonna push it out. And what you're gonna end up having is almond pulp. And yes, you can eat that right then because it's just almonds, all right? You can eat that right then. I've done that, or you can save it and make cookies. I've done that too. I'm not sure if I put that on Facebook yet about the almond, chocolate almond cookies that we made. You can actually make raw almond cookies as well. So this is the longest part of this process, is the straining. And it will take a little bit of time. And then I used hot water, or it's warm, kind of warm, but you can put it in the refrigerator. And the reason here where we live, hot water has already been treated like it's the cleanest tap water you're gonna get. The cold water is not. So even with our ice cubes, we'll fill up our water trays with hot water, just because we know it's the best that it can be. That's just here in our city. I'm not sure where everyone else is, but. And just so you know, if you're trying to figure out if this is going to be more cost effective, look at the cost of almonds. I try to get almonds either on sale or at a good price. I went to Sam's Wholesale Club and got these almonds. I'm going to show y'all the bag just a minute. That bag, y'all, is humongous. The last time I was able to find... You couldn't get it. Wait a minute. Oh. The last time I was able to get them on sale at Kroger's for $2.99 a pound. That is an excellent price, and I should have racked up more. But Sam's had them for a little bit more, but still about a little over $3 a pound, which also was good because normally they are $7.99 a pound. That's how much, like, you know, your raw natural whole almonds cost. All right, so we're just about done here with the straining. Oh, I got a little bit more. Yeah, it's a good more. That's a good bit more. Okay, there we go. Yeah, but like I said before, this is going to be the longest part of the process. I even had someone say they're just going to get a paint strainer bag or nut milk bag, and they're going to do all their fruits and veggies, like squeeze them like that. You can. It'll take a while, but hey, you do what you have to do. If you don't have the money to get certain things, do what you have to do to eat better and drink better. I guess he was done telling me. Okay, so I'm about done squeezing that out, and let me show you all. Let me do this over the sink. This is what your almond pulp will look like. All right, and I'm gonna show y'all. You can eat this, okay? Because it's just almonds. See, there it is. It's good to me because I love almonds, so you can eat it. I better stop.
Yeah.
Well,
you better. You be rest of you eating almonds.
Okay. You can eat it right then. It's healthy. Almonds are alkaline, which is more healthier for your body than anything that's acidic. And I'll talk more to y'all another time about the difference between alkaline and acidic. But in the meantime, look it up. All right. Now, here we go. You're going to put this back into your blender. You've strained it. Put it back in there. I could have rinsed that out in there. That's okay because I'm going to strain again. But you don't have to. Okay. I want to get air a little bit as much as I can. All right. I'll put that there for now. Now, this is where you add your sweeteners, okay? I use dates. Y'all, I promised, my almond milk did not get better until I started using dates. These are Majula dates, and you can pit these. I'm going to show you how to pit one real quick. It's just simply, I don't pit mine, but I'm going to show you if you want to pit them. This is what you do. The seed is in the middle. All right, and then you just put it in there like that. Okay, see, that's how you pit one, and this is the seed. And so, but I'm not. Some people use a 1/4 cup of agave. I use these just like this because you're gonna strain them anyway. That's why I don't. And you're gonna need 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I usually use just a tiny bit less than 1 teaspoon. And this is how I perfected my almond milk. I use about that much. You can use vanilla bean, which is where vanilla is extracted from. Okay, that's it. And then after this, if you have a Ninja blender or what I'm using, or a Vitamix, or if you have a blender with a pulse button, that's what you're gonna do after this. If you want to blend, you can, but we're just gonna do some pulsing rather. All right, we're gonna turn it back on, and this is what I mean by pulse. It has a pulse button. So here we go. Now this may be loud because the dates are in there. Y'all heard that? All right. That joker is loud with in there. That's one of the reasons why you might want to pit the dates. But the Blendtec can handle it because we're not trying to blend up the seeds inside of them. We're just trying to get the sweetness out of the dates. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of blend this a little bit. Sorry about the loudness. have people pit their dates because, all right, but that's okay. We're gonna, I'm gonna empty this because I didn't empty it before. But normally you want to put this in something and save it. Okay, we have plenty in our refrigerator already. And all you have to do, by the way, is you take this and you just rinse it out. That's it. I should have did this while that was blending. Now I said I was gonna pulse, and I was, but since I didn't pit my dates, I forgot the last time. I actually did blend it again instead of doing pulsing, simply because I didn't pit them. But if you pit them, which that's fine, you can do that. If you pit them, then you won't have to hear all that noise. Those are some big seeds inside those dates. So this is it. All right. And you will strain again. So again, you do not have to strain, or you do not have to strain twice. This is drinkable. This is ready to drink. Now I want to show you all something here before I do this straining part. I want to show you. Look at the milk. See how it separates? That's what natural homemade almond milk does. It separates. It's not going to be like in the store. The ones in the store has preservatives in them. Just about everything you buy, especially in a can or box or a carton or whatever, it's got preservatives in them because it's going to preserve.
Yeah, because it's like darker down there than it
right.
is up there, so you can see how it's separated.
Exactly. Anytime you get ready to, like after you put it in your refrigerator and you come back the next day or later on, whatever, and you're ready to drink it, you got to shake it or stir it up first because it will be separated like this. Just don't think anything's wrong with it. It should last about 4 days, but I promise y'all it don't even take us that long because we go through it. So here we go. Very frothy. I like. You see that, babe? Mm-hmm. Oh, y'all, and the smell. Oh God, it smells so good. Okay, here we go. I smell all day. All right, let me see how to do this for. Now we're just straining again, and y'all, this is it, because it's not going to be very much strain since I did the main straining before, but you will see like the date seeds in there. And for those that are wondering why I didn't pulverize the date seeds, it's because I didn't want it pulverized. There's no need, but if you wanted to, you just put the dates in there by themselves. Okay, I'm gonna get all that as much as I can. Now, again, you just strain, and this time it should be much faster because all the almond pulp is gone. See, it's just like falling through there. That's what you wanted to do. And what you'll see now is any leftover pulp that I had before. That was like on the sides of the Blendtec and whatnot. And then you're going to see the seeds of the dates. That there's whichever ones that didn't pulverize. Okay, see there? Once I do that, how much easier it is because there's no almond pulp in there. That's gonna be good, y'all. I'm telling y'all. I have perfected this, so
it's almost like milking a cow.
Yeah, when you think about it, yeah. Yeah, because look how it comes out in there, if you can see that in there. Look at all the little holes that, oh, squirting myself. Okay. And this almond milk, even hemp milk or cashew milk, you can't get milk from nuts, you know, coconut milk. All of those things are great alternatives to dairy, which dairy, you know, people can be lactose intolerant. And here you go. This is how you make it good. Because a lot of people say, well, I don't like the taste of anything else outside of dairy milk. But if you make your almond milk right, and I will do a video on cashew and hemp as well, but not right now because I'm really into almond milk right now. But if you make it right and to your liking, it's very easy to switch over. I've switched over. Trust me, I'm not saying we're 100% free of dairy products because we're not. We do use like cheese and stuff in certain recipes and whatnot, and sour cream, and sometimes yogurt. But I have not had regular milk and cereal in almost a year. That's how much I'm into almond milk. Okay, now here we go. I am squirting all over me. So I'm going to show y'all what's left in this bag. I can squeeze and squeeze, but since we're doing a video. Oh, it's hot. Okay, let me show y'all what's left in here. A little bit of pulp, and that's all the stuff from the date. Let me see if I can find a seed. Well, actually, it broke the seeds up. Y'all saw how big the seed was, but there's one. There's a piece of the seed right there. So that's what's left. All right, if you do it any longer, it can pulverize those, but there's no need because you will be straining. So maybe in some other ingredients. But most people do pit their dates first. Okay, I'll leave that there to clean. All right, now I'm gonna peel this, put a little, whoa, I got something left in there. I want that in there. Oh, as much as in there as possible. All right, I'm gonna now fill it up with a little water so it can clean. All we do is turn the blender on with a drop of Dawn water, and then you turn on the blender, and that's how you clean that. Very simple, and we're very pleased with this. We didn't want to tell anybody we had the Blendtec yet until we used it a little bit, and my husband made me some tortilla soup in it last night. It was so good. But then other than that, I've been making my own soup all week long. Okay, now here we go. Okay, here it is. All right. This is my old NutriBullet, and it's not the clearest. But you know what I'm gonna do? This is where I normally store it, because this is about 28 ounces, and that's how much milk I normally make. But I'm gonna get glass, and I'm gonna show y'all. How about this glass? I'm gonna show y'all how smooth it is. That is not the cleanest glass. How about this? And I'll rinse it out. Okay. All right, and this is it, y'all. I'm pretty much done, but I want to show y'all how smooth this is and how it pours. Okay. Are we watching? Is that a good place for it? Mm-hmm. Okay. Y'all see that? Oh my God, it looks just like the color of the almond milk in the store. Mm-hmm. Oh, y'all.
Let me drink a little bit of that.
Now I'm gonna show y'all. Is it separated? Well, it don't matter to me at this point, but watch this. The Lord is here. I praise him for this milk.
But glory.
I'm telling y'all, this, woo, it's warm. Stop it.
Praise break.
You're gonna make people Blair Witch them. Okay,
yeah, they're gonna get dizzy.
Y'all, it's warm, but it is so good, and I'm not kidding. Look how frothy that is, how fresh it is, how homemade it is. Y'all, it's so good. Delicious. You do not have to do it exactly how I did it, but I have perfected this to a point that every time I make it now, it's just that good. Now I admit it didn't get perfected until I put a few extra steps in there, which was to blend my almonds first, strain, and then put it back in the blender, add the sweetener, and then strain again. So there are a few extra steps. Some people will not do all that and they can still get perfect almond milk. There's so many ways to make it. So, and this is what I normally store it in. This makes about the amount of servings you have. It's all about the amount of water you put in there per 1 pound of almonds. Some people do four cups of water, and you can do that. It'll just be a little bit thinner than what you see here. I did it just a tiny bit over 3 cups. It just helps it to be a little bit sweeter, but you don't have to do that. And so this is what I do. I put it in here and I store it. I'll get a mason jar to store it soon, but I'm just using what I have. Remember, I'm always telling y'all, use what you have. I need to stop using all these paper towels. But that's it, y'all. That's my homemade OEV's homemade almond milk. Didn't take long at all. I don't know how long this video is. That's too It doesn't take that long, y'all, but when I'm talking and showing y'all everything, that's why everything takes as long as it does.
Yep.
That was the length of time as the other one. Okay, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. And hey, if you do try, please let me know if you do. Sorry for the video being so long. I can talk. All right, but happy homemade healthy eating and drinking.